Hello, I am hungry, and if you are like me, you have also probably been hungry at one point in your life. And if you've ever been hungry, there's no better way to start out quenching that hunger than with a cup of bone broth. And if you want more videos like this, you should like and subscribe the video and grab a drink of your own and also drink it at the same time as me. Alright, I'm going to drink this now. That was good. Alright, well, we're going to cook in an extremely efficient and expedited manner. We're going to start out with a snack that I like to make for myself before I make normal food. And that is just a bunch of bacon end pieces. Bacon end pieces are what I live by because I like the fat content. We're also going to try to do something healthy, which is celery, which is healthy. And I'm going to take a knife, a dull knife. And I'm going to open up this jar of peanut butter. This is not my peanut butter, this is my roommate's peanut butter. But if he wants me to give him more peanut butter, I'll buy more peanut butter for him. Nice. Celery, peanut butter, chicken broth. Homemade too. Good stuff. We have potatoes and onions. We have chigon. And the chigon is going to be very important. Finally, we have rice. All of this, minus the celery and the bacon, will be amalgamated into a pile. That pile will be consumed over a 30-minute period, and that will be all the food that we eat today. I eat this food every single day because I'm an efficient human being that is busy and has things to do, and I don't have time to eat 3 times a day and cook all that food for myself. But I also don't want to eat trash, because eating trash is bad. This is how you don't eat like trash. My roommate did the dishes recently. There's a very important thing that I need to use to keep the counter clean. We shall return this to its appropriate and rightful spot. Knife. Every single one of you should have this. If you want to make food, you need a knife. It needs to be sharp. I have one because I eat food on a regular basis. So you use the knife to cut things. You can cut lots of things, but you should probably just cut food. It's like cutting rocks. It doesn't work. Rocks, you can't cut rocks. I've tried. You can't do that. But you also need a sharp knife because this knife is a different type of knife, and that doesn't cut things very well. Good. I eat a medium onion every day because of the anti-inflammatory properties. I like it. And since we finished that, it's another broth sip time. Very good. Now we have potato. We're also going to dice this potato. We plan on putting this all into a pile with the other stuff, so there's no need to make it pretty. Just cut it. We're efficient. Today we are having 2 potatoes because I'm a 2 potato guy today. But typically I only have 1 potato. because we have rice, you're already going to get plenty of carbs with the rice. So you really don't need any potato at all, to be completely honest. The bacon is going to give you some good fats. It's going to give you good fat content for today. But we're also increasing our fat content with the peanut butter that we're consuming. I like peanut butter, but I do not have it often. And frankly, this is the first vegetable I've ever eaten on the channel. So another thing you can do is cut all of these into larger pieces and have larger quantities and put them inside of a crock pot. Crock pots are awesome. Since we finished cutting that, we're going to have another sip of broth. At this point, our bacon is probably almost done, and so we're going to start our rice. That is a cup of jasmine rice with a cup and a half of water. If you've ever cooked bacon before, you know that bacon produces bacon grease or bacon fat, and there's argument on whether or not you should pour it down the drain. I have poured it down the drain before, and I have not poured it down the drain before, and I realized that I don't like either option. So, we are going to take this bacon out of the pan and put it into a bowl to consume separately, and we're going to keep all of the bacon grease in the pan. There's no need to collect it in a jar. There's no need to dispose of it in the trash can. The bacon grease is going to stay because we are efficient cookers and eaters. We're going to risk it with that piece. That piece is extra flimsy. We're going to risk it. Can't get any more sick than I already am. The potatoes are going to go into the fat. We're going to evenly place the potatoes in the fat. And since the potatoes have been cut up into small little cubes, they will cook quickly and get soft. Now is a perfect opportunity to drop a little piece of potato on the floor and put it in the trash can because you are an efficient cooker. Take another sip of broth. Next, more celery. It has been too long since you've had your celery and peanut butter. You will have more. Next, eat some bacon. More broth. More celery. Repeat this process to the next step of your cooking experience. Reminder, if this is a competition, you must complete all this food before you are done making all of the other food. Who are you going to let win? The food or yourself? You only need to be 10% smarter than what you're eating in order to win. This is going to be a challenge. You might need to be 15% smarter than this piece. Just because we are cooking efficiently doesn't mean that we sacrifice on hygiene. You should be washing your hands at least 27 times every time you cook a meal for yourself. If you're cooking 3 meals for yourself a day, and you're not washing your hands 27 times each meal, for a combined total of 81 times or more, you're slacking. It might be time for you to just cook one single meal and put everything that you eat into a big pile and consume it that way. I'm going to test the potatoes. Excellent. And since we tested the potatoes, we're going to wash our hands again. You don't have to use soap every time. You can just rinse. For the sake of efficiency, we have pre-cooked our chicken. And instead of cutting the chicken out of its carcass, we're going to rip the chicken out of its carcass. We're also going to keep this carcass for later purposes. It's a whole chicken breast right here. This is at least 8 ounces of protein in chicken form. Add a protein shake to this meal if you're a big gym person. Add eggs to this meal if you're made of money, because eggs are expensive. Wash your hands and wipe them down again. Drink your chicken broth because it's getting cold. I hope you're taking notes because this is really important right now. None of you cook food as efficiently as I do. But you can. All you need to do is watch every single video that I've posted on this channel thus far. It's not that hard. I'm going to be honest with you, that last piece of bacon was almost smarter than me. That last piece of bacon almost got the best of me. But not this one. It's time. That's your chicken. Amalgamate that in there. You know, if you didn't add the chicken, you can add other protein as well. Like you could have added the bacon in here, and then some eggs, like I said, if you're made of money, and turn that into a breakfast scramble for yourself. So maybe you don't like eating dinner in one big old pile like I do. Maybe you prefer to have breakfast in a big old pile. Maybe you make some toast along with that. Maybe for lunch you just have lunch pile, and you eat lunch pile instead of dinner pile like I do. You can adjust this format to your liking. You just need to make sure that you have an assortment of snacks for yourself while you're cooking to replenish the calories that you burn while you're cooking. Because if you burn too many calories while you're cooking, you'll never finish. That's where people go wrong. They cook this nice meal for themselves, and then they finish eating it and they don't feel full. That's because they burned too many calories cooking the meal. There we go, and this is the last, or pre-meal snack. The other benefit of this is that you get a multi-course meal for yourself for dinner. We started out with a course of bacon. Our second course is celery peanut butter sandwiches. Our final course is dinner pile. Oh my gosh, my roommate has so much peanut butter. He probably has enough peanut butter to survive 3 days in the wilderness alone, just peanut butter, maximum exertion. What the freak? Why is this so gross? The sticker on that plug got all over my hand. Time to wash my hands again. Single hand washing technique. There we go. We got one last addition to make, and that is sriracha hot sauce. You should be putting sriracha hot sauce on everything. Even the celery peanut butter concoction that we had earlier, that needs some sriracha on it. Your bacon needs some sriracha on it. Your breakfast needs some sriracha on it. Your dessert needs some sriracha on it. If you're not using sriracha, you're second rate. Or just find an alternative if you don't have sriracha where you live. That's fine. I didn't mean to call you out like that, man. I'm sorry. I'm just a character. Pile must continue to be amalgamated. Amalgamate the pile in on itself. And that should be good. That should be extra good. Don't you agree that should be good? It's now time to add the amalgamated pile of dinner into your bowl. Is this enough for a family of 3? Yes. Do I live with a family of 3? No. Am I going to share this with my roommate? He wouldn't accept it if I begged him to. So this is all for me. And this gives me energy to do all of the things that I need for the rest of the night and into the morning, and then I get really hungry around noon. And then I get cranky, and then I start thinking about this meal again. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Turn into the specimen that you know you are. When you start cooking meals like this, you're going to buy a scale for yourself. And you're going to use the scale to weigh your food. And you're going to have at least 2 pounds of food. Dang, like exactly 2 pounds of food every day. And that's just the final course. That doesn't include bacon course or celery peanut butter course. And no video would be complete without a quick bite. Show you what we got. You should eat it. It's probably 200 degrees right now. You should eat it while it's as hot as possible. Guitar players build calluses on their hands and fingers. Right? True one-mealers build calluses on their mouth. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.